This program is brought to you by the following non-paid sponsors: the League of Extraordinary Beings, the Society of Poor Knights of the Multiverse, Battle School, the deployed from Detroit School of Leadership and Madness, the Society of the Pale Horse, the Curiodrome, and of course, viewers like you.
Okay. Can you hear me? Am I too loud? Is this too... Here, let me give myself a little bit of a head start on the levels, right? This show is nothing if not me fucking up with audio. Hi, I'm Jenny Durden. It's 11 on Sunday, and you're here with me. So the first 16 episodes were us talking about leadership, going through the Army Field Manual 22-100. The past 2 episodes, I've been talking about mental health just as an idea, talking about PTSD, a little bit about dissociative identity disorder, complex PTSD, depression, anxiety, and today I'm going to do Minecraft, because why the fuck not? A friend of mine's been bugging me to do this for a while. He's like, please, you should stream Minecraft. I'm like, that is so outside of what I do. And I think that's why it's perfect. It's kind of funny. So it's not that I don't play. It's just I'll sit and watch and stuff. Like if you've seen, there's too many out there, but I'm sure like most people in Minecraft scene have heard of like the Hermitcraft guys or those. Like I've seen shit like that. And then, but I've been playing this game since launch. And I'm not like amazing at it, but I'm still clumsy. Clumsiness is a thing. So I get killed like real fucking quick. And then I gotta either rage quit or carry on. And so a lot of what I spend my time doing in the game early on is getting ready to carry on from catastrophically dying. Here, check this out. Look, I'm a YouTuber. Okay, so here we are in my bed, and maybe I'll start with like a tour, and we'll see. I don't know. Who knows? At a minimum, this is fun for me. So here is my current little area I'm working out of right now. I tend to do something like this where I'll have like a very, very utilitarian kind of space where I'm just getting shit done. So I'm storing all my things, building things, breaking things down, etc. So here's my storage. Got these little weirdos in here. They're not necessarily new, but they were new to me. And this took a sec to figure out wrangling them, but it really wasn't that hard. You dump everything in here, and everything they haven't sorted, they'll throw in here, and everything else makes its way mostly into these. And then, like, whatever the guy on top doesn't figure out, they drop into here. It's adorable. Let's see what I gotta get my gear set up. So last time I was playing, I fell into lava and lost all my shit. We had just gotten... I got like 20 some odd fucking blaze rods. We just found the fortress for the first time in the realm. Fantastic. I can't leave well enough alone, and I end up in lava. Hello. This is the little mason's house. Some of these I'm going to go through at some point and beef them up, but this is my villager trading village? Township? And this is how I get less upset about falling in fucking lava. Because these maniacs have at least something I can use to get started. So that's not so bad. And then this is sort of the pride and joy of this place. Is the library. So all these dudes are hooked up. He's named after a friend of mine. These are the spare books I have for anybody popping through and they don't have the money or whatever. Because you gotta look. To level these guys up, you have to... I end up going through a bunch of books anyway. So there's some free channeling, there's some free breach, etc., etc. Hi, Dara. Most of these guys have weird Irish names. Because they are tricky for people to pronounce, and that's fun for me. I'll see if I can't find a good example of one. Colm, that's easy. Myrtle, that's easy. Bucket, that's actually Russian. Cormac, it's easy. Where's a hard one? I want to show you Ewan. Ewan's good, Ivar's good. Ivar's confusing. If you don't know. Myrtle, you bitch. Colm, you bitch. Bucket, you bitch. Why isn't anybody else at work? Brendan? Go figure out where the fuck everybody is. You know what? We're gonna do this the old school way. Oh, hey. Oh, sorry. You know, that's what I get for shit-talking people. Here's Lionel. Here's Fergal. Friedrich, that's German. Rian. Oishin. There you go. Who's this asshole? There we go. Patrick. Guess that one, motherfucker. There we go. Ian. So it's fun to name your cats this. I used to do that. I used to give my cats Gaelic names and take them to the vet and just see what people would guess. But that is the... as I'm saying that, I'm like, it's not dumb. But it's not a good use of smart. What the fuck am I doing sometimes? Okay. So, you saw the village. It's adorable. Isn't this how most people spend their time in Minecraft too? Just jumping up and down in their own base and then being like, what was I gonna do? This is where I'm planting some of the trees. Here's the back area. Nice bridge. Past the greenhouse. This was way cooler when the lights weren't on. And it was all like psychedelic looking. But then zombies would fucking spawn in it. And that's a problem. But I want to figure out how to get this back. Because it was like a really cool, I don't know, Space Mountain kind of thing. Here, I'll show you upstairs to the... So there's gas that you can ride. Like, sometimes change is okay. Sometimes it's just a lot to take in. So this is the little tower where I keep... Because apparently they like snowballs. And you dunk these little fellas in water and you can fly them. I don't know. Kids in the future are spoiled and it's wonderful. Because they live in Blade Runner. We should spoil them. We have no other plans for them. Boop. This is extra chickens. Extra chickens. Maybe that's what we'll do. Let's go get some XP at the chicken farm. Oh, here's my library. Hello. My indoor garden. Hello. And some extra. This is where I just keep rocks. Here's an idea too. It's kind of fun flooring. And then you can cover it with carpet if you want to as well, and then nobody will know it's there. Fishing farm. I can't even kind of explain how it works, but you fish into the flag. It does its thing automatically and then drops the loot in a chest down there. Like, check this out. Exciting, right? Hey! I don't know what we caught, but... Well, what can you do? Told you guys, numbers dyslexic, so I can't even see. Okay, here is some fishies. Yeah, alright, let me grab a sword and we'll go cut some chickens up. Get some XP going. Do I not have any swords? Oh, Jesus. Dude, I've just going through all of my gear in these ridiculous death marches I'm on. Fuck it. I'll just grab a shitty sword. Gimme. And... just enough to go into the nether and show you that guy. That side of things. Bam. Oh, gang. Boop. Okay. To the nether. This is one of the few games I don't mind playing with the kids or letting the kids play early. But it's one of those ones that, like, that part bothers me. Like, from minute one in this game, you gotta start killing things. And like, okay, yes, understood. Life, death, cycles, all that. Don't fucking lecture me on that. But, I suppose, okay, what is a game? We're just gonna play solitaire? Or are we just gonna... It just turns into Stardew Valley or whatever. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm just stoned enough to say it out loud, but like that thought kind of itches at me where I'm like, I wish I wasn't cheering this kid on to have to kill something just so that they could build something. I don't think I've built a lot without needing to do that shit. I mean, a lot's... we won't go into that. That's a little too intense for... Well, I mean, this is the Jenny Durden program. And if we're going to do anything, I could get a little too intense about Minecraft and the nature of killing. And and isn't this music spooky? What do I have over here? Da-da-da. Ah! Fuck those guys. Dude, they changed the sound on them? They've always sounded terrifying. Now they for sure sound like they're just audio recordings from the warfield. Like, they're just insane screams. They're like, that's an orphanage being bombed. And they're like, huh? This is the Palestine pack. Like, Jesus Christ. And then there's piggies. And then the faceless baby scream. And then piggies again. And then... Dude, you better not start any fucking problems for me. Oh yeah. I see. I see. I see. Here. Take your shit and leave. Oh, you know what? Here, I'll show you the, we'll keep that a secret. That's where I keep the bodies. Just kidding. I'll show you where the boys have their space. Well, it's a little bit... Okay. Maybe you guys can do the math with me here. Because an interesting question was brought up. I have a tendency on ice to jump. And a buddy of mine asked, does jumping actually make you go faster? Or does it make you think you're going faster? And at which point does it matter? Okay, so we are headed north, so the third number is going to be going down. This is me jumping. This is me just regular running. It is faster. It is noticeably faster. Okay. Shit, I didn't bring any food. Oh, I'll get some when I get there. Well, we're heading to 0, so it's going to be this for... If anyone needs to throw up, go ahead. Just get that out of the way. Or switch, or, you know. This isn't me doing my best work. I can eat this raw chicken. But I think we've all done that before. Oh, have you ever had raw chicken at a drive-thru? That's the, like... That is such a bad feeling to, like... It's so many levels of betrayal. You're like, I didn't expect this to be raw to begin with. I thought this came to your store cooked. I didn't trust you assholes to have an actual stove. Meanwhile, here's this raw-ass chicken breast in my mouth. Oh, we're getting there, see it? 720. 700. Oh, 65. Running out of food. Eventually, I'm just going to put boats and shit in here so I don't have to jump up and down. But then you got to line it with something, usually like string or redstone or something that you can slide over top of. That way shit doesn't spawn on top. You know, like grown-ups do. Reminder for the audience, I'm 42 years old. That's mostly a reminder for me. Pew, pew, pew. Dude, if I die of hunger before I get there, it's fitting. And then I just go back to where the bed and I'm like, well, okay. So we do something else tonight. Go, go, go. Am I jumping slower because I'm hungry? That's upsetting. Wait, does the shorter roof make you go faster because you're bouncing off the top of that thing? Oh, I don't want to get into studying that. We're just going to regular run, gang. We're right there. Plus all you dizzy kids are puking on your keyboard. I don't feel good, Jenny. You need to stop. Okay. Look, it's one of them good fellas. Don't look him in the eye. Oh. I touched his butt. Okay. Okay. Chickens. So here is the spawn. Kinda. You guys got food for me? Gimme. No! Fuck it. Tonight we dine in hell. I haven't checked chat because I don't typically, because there's typically no one watching, so I will in a moment once I get over to the base there. I'll pull the screens up and shit so I can see, but whatever, man. I'm a 42-year-old mental patient playing video games in the middle of the night. Among other things. Here, I'll show you my secret entrance. This is how I get into my secret bedroom. Oop, that's the one. Go. Come on. What? What? Asshole. There we go. Thank y'all. Those are the ones Laser hooked me up with. Because I died. Do I have anything I can cook this shit with? I know somebody else does, but I don't feel like raiding the cupboards. Here's the tower where all the other knights hang out. You definitely would like these guys. There's not a lot to not like. Here, I'll trade you. How about that? Boom, 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 boom. Give me pork chop. Pork chop kind of cute. They got these things now. Still not sure how I feel about them. They are terrific. I do need to come up with a good little adventure to use them for. I haven't done a whole lot of under the water kind of stuff. What's in here? It's extra shit. Oh, okay. That's what I used to make this. The mines. Let's go upstairs. Oh, it's Mittens, the kittens. And unnamed dog. Unnamed key cat. Did I? Oh, I need to put one of mine up there. Here, let me pull up this thing real quick. Hey! There we go. What up, Nostalgia? If you're still there. Hola. Yeah, I haven't done, I don't know. I don't know how Laser does this all day. So Laser Daddy on Twitch is the one who told me to do this. He's a buddy of mine from way back, 20 some odd years ago. And he's fun. He's a Twitch streamer who does, I like the way he does things. He's a fuck up at 2-3 things. There's places for people to make negative comment, and then sure. And I've heard those comments, but like, if you get past the gimmick, like we're from Detroit and we're all Alice Cooper ICP, everybody's a wrestler kind of sorta like, but like he's very compassionate and he's very sweet and he stumbles with things in a very sweet way. And so it's fun. A lot of his friends are a very diverse group of people because he handles it that way. He makes us all feel welcome. So it's a cool place to go on Twitch if you feel like just mugging around or whatever. That website's so fucking gnarly. I went on there for a while early on. In the pandemic, like most people do. You pick one. You go, do I do OnlyFans or Twitch? It depends on how degrading. I should have done OnlyFans. I would have made more money in that time period, but you know, trying to open a business. And Twitch was mostly fun. Twitch is fun for who it's fun for, and then there's definitely people who make it not fun for people. And they're having a great time doing that, so they're putting a lot of effort into it, and and they made it not fucking fun. But whatevs. Oh my lord. Okay, so I'm gonna scoop my booty back to my base and make some ender chests with these fucking blaze rods. Who were you born in a barn? I wonder, are zombie piglins born in barns? I haven't seen any barns out here. And why all the pigs in hell? Is that an ethics thing or a coincidence? I love pigs. If there's any pigs in heaven, I'm for sure going to hell. I eat pork like 4 or 5 times a day. You didn't hear that, right? Yeah, he didn't hear it. Scoot, 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 doodly doo. Meow, meow, meow. Alright, we're back on Puke Vision for another 1,200 blocks. Bouncy, bouncy. Just look here. Just look down here. Look at my eyes. You'll be okay. I hear a T-Rex. Whoa, 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 whoa. My fingers are slipping. I can't. Okay, hang on. There we go. Oh, spooky piano. Goats. I don't count goats. I mean, well, goats can be kind of like, goats are almost lamby, where they get kind of reddish. And you're like, gimme. Goat stew is where it's at. If you let Jamaicans cook you some goat, there's a Jamaican spot out in Pontiac that they'll teach you to appreciate the goat. Just don't ask them to jerk your goat off. You just want jerk goat. Because the other thing, they send a guy to your house, and it's a whole thing. I came here for the goat, man. Here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Like, you asked for it, freak. Sure. Yeah, I learned that pigs clean their room while I was eating a BLT, and it was so weird, because I was like, oh wow, that's really impressive, and I'm like, so is this, and that is, well, isn't that how being a person is? And you're like, but I like so many things, and half of them kill things, just like Minecraft. Whoa. And then I want to do this as like a psychedelic kind of thing when people are scooting in. Alright. This music is super intense. Okay, check this out. Fireman's Hole. Baba. Okay. Do I have obsidian? I do. And I have ender pearls. Sick. Where's my fucking... There. Yes. It has begun. The age of the ender chest. That one can go there. I'll make 2 more, I think. What? Gimme. I told you. Whoa. Good job, buddy. I won't make you pick up anymore. Oh. Okay. And throw another one. Right there. Correct. And then I actually want to put one in the enchanters. There we go. This one stays in my inventory. Sick. Come here, motherfuckers. I have way too many copper chests. You don't need nearly as many. Boom. There we go. Also, let's keep some of these. Bang. Oh, you know what I'll do? Just grab one of these baggies. There we go. Ta-da! Da-da-da. Okay, is it an hour now? Can I go home? No. It's only been a half hour. It would be funny if I loaded up a different game. Not that funny. Not funny enough for me to actually do it. I've been playing this other game I got on sale recently. War game Airland Battle. It's pretty fun. Okay. We're halfway in, so anybody who's here is going to be here. Anyone who's gone is gone. What crazy shit should we talk about? There is... Oh, well, so part of why I'm thusly so is not just because I have a penchant for marijuana, but also because I'm at the very tail end of a concussion. And you guys have seen it in 2 weeks of it so far. So when I first had it, It wasn't so bad. It was fresh. Swelling was making its way into other places, and that was wonderful. Second week, a little bit more gnarly, as the swelling was like, I had that cervical swelling headache where your brain tries to escape out the bottom of your fucking head. And that's mostly gone. And now I just have it where, like, uh, just a lot of pressure on the eyes. But the migraines have stopped and all that kind of shit. What a lot of people don't realize about their eyes, people say eyes are the window to the soul. Eyes are also the only exterior portion of the human brain. They are a portion of your brain. They are a chunk of your brain. And your eyes are not just the windows to your soul. They're me getting to look at your brain, which is kind of interesting, kind of fun. It is your brain being exposed to weather. It is your brain being exposed to light and explosions and trauma and joy, blue smoke and pink smoke and red smoke and green smoke and black smoke. It's your brain. Isn't that interesting? I don't think a lot of people think about their brain and the relationship they have with their brain. They just sort of think with it. Well, if that. But a lot of people have thoughts and just take that for granted. You ever sit back and think about how just weird it is to think anything at all? How much other shit in your house is doing that? You, your kids, your dogs, maybe. I meant the dogs, not the wife and kids. Gang, this is how I die. And who says marijuana doesn't impact, what's it called? Reflexes. Those are the ones. That's why I'm set up like this. Don't eat my gear, Fox. It's rude as shit. There's a song, I'm sure a lot of people have heard it. The Neutral Milk Hotel in the Airplane Over the Sea. But there's a line, how strange it is to be anything at all. And I don't think a lot of people sit with that very long. They're like, oh God, that's the thing, and that was the thing, and this wasn't a thing, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. It'd be cool if this was that, and that was this, and blah, 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 blah. But look at what is already. That's fucking weird. And that's not just me because I'm smoking pot. That's not just me because I have, the tail end of a head injury. It is genuinely amazing. Awe-inspiring. I don't know. People have depression and anxiety, as they should. Because amongst all that awe is shock. In all that joy is terror. In all that beauty is ugliness. It's all mixed together. You don't get one without the other. It'd be a waste. But I do think about that from time to time. Like, despite the 8-9 things I could bitch about, and that I tend to regularly. That's how most people are, right? You get your pet peeves and your things like, you know what? If I had one wish, that kind of thing. I blacked out. I was thinking about them Spanish boys again today. 'Cause That was the nearest thing to ghosts I've ever encountered in any real sense. It would be the only thing in my life I would describe that way. Like, people have told me about ghosts and haunted houses and but none of the feelings that people ascribe to hauntings and ghosts or anything. I didn't feel any of those myself until I saw a bunch of broken toy soldiers come back off the field. They weren't toys. They were fucking experts. But that's how they were loaded up on top of each other, like Woody and Buzz. A few of them still in the box. I was thinking about them because our surrender of Iraq and Afghanistan and Iran, like, this fucking course we're on is so demeaning, not just to us, but I think we really have lost the fucking sight on a lot of things because it's demeaning to them. To the Spanish boys. These boys saw the towers go down on 9/11 and were like, what the fuck, man? America is where Home Alone 2 comes from and hot dogs. You do not bomb America, dude. And then they came to our aid. And then for 20 years, we killed their children in the desert with our own. And then we surrendered. They didn't. They didn't. They didn't. We did. It's hard to tangle with in a we're number one kind of country. Used to be a thing. There'd be t-shirts or whatever, red, white, and blue. These colors don't run. Seems they run pretty fucking fine. You know what I mean? Some of them fellas didn't even get to go home. There wasn't anything to send home. Just bits and pieces. Scraps. Shit you might try to clean up with a letterbox scoop. Then get back to Barcelona. Those boys could dance. They could dance and they could sing and they could fight and they could kill. Just like all boys, they can die. And a few of them did. Okay, I'll chill. But yeah, I don't know. I get that way. I think I'm always going to have that problem for the rest of my life where so many of the things I appreciate are tied to things that I can't help, but they have weight to it. Like, tremendous weight. Not just like, oh, wouldn't that be cool? Or this is a neat idea. Or I heard about a thing. Read about it in a book. Like, no. No, motherfucker. Like, I'm being truthful and honest with you. I could kick the shit out of Ernest Hemingway. Like, I have no qualms about saying that. I could fuck up Ernie Hemingway. And that's a thing he would laugh at. And he would take me up on. And That's not something I think about often, but I don't know. Like, that's the thing I know. Like, there's. Fuck you, dude, you ambulance driving prick. Come here. Come here. I read your shit. I read your bullshit. It was good. Some of it was amazing. Some of it was. Here's a problem, Ernie. It was too good. It was too pretty. And we couldn't hear the other shit you were saying right through it. And I noticed that now. Like, there's this young fella we're hanging out with, counseling, whatever you want to call it. He's my buddy's kid. And he wants to join the Marine Corps. Despite his dad and I having a podcast about how that's a really, really bad idea. And he's like, yeah, I know. And what do you do with that? That's the Hemingway problem. I read those books, and like, the only reason I say that shit about Hemingway is because he clearly, he went down on a shotgun, so that's not to say one thing or the other, but that is to say he wasn't fully done finding comfort or peace with his place in the world. He was still upset about it. He still didn't like who he was. Tough shit. I'm at a weird phase where I don't care who I am, as long as I just am. I don't need to be a thing. What the fuck's the point of that? The value of that? I have become far more appreciative of just who I am. Like, I got my goofy B-cups and bald head, and who cares? It is what it is. But I don't get dolled up. I don't wear my wigs and shit around the kids. Not because I don't want them to see me in wigs, but because I don't want them to think I require the wig for them to see Jenny. They know who Jenny is. Jenny's that dude over there. That's okay. Stoned out of my mind. Halfway through a concussion. And I'll tell you, the only preparation I did do for this was as we hide under. This is just us hiding under a bush. I'll tell you a secret under this bush with this cat. Come here, kitty cat. But I wouldn't even call it preparation because it wasn't for the purpose of doing this show. It was, hey, you know what? Let's go look at the fish. That'll be cool. I was just reading it because I tend to. I was flipping through the Lotus Sutra, like you do. And I was on chapter 20, which is, I'll trip over trying to pronounce the Pali, but it's Bodhisattva never disparaging, never discouraging, never despising. But it's basically Bodhisattva never shit talks. And the story is a little over the top in some areas because Bodhisattva never disparaging, never disparages people. He's never shit talking people. Bodhisattva never disparaging knows that everyone is eventually going to attain Buddhahood, either in this life or the next or whatever. So there's no point in shit talking them because that's just Buddha. They're over there doing Buddha stuff. So I'll just talk to them like Buddha. And so if someone attacks me, I'll say, Buddha, what are you doing, buddy? This isn't like you. If Buddha is yelling at me, Buddha, chill, buddy. Buddha, this is not you. I've known you for ages. You're the wisest person ever. You're my teacher. You're my mentor. You're the one who shows me what calmness looks like. You're the one who shows me what peace looks like. He does this to enough people that a lot of people start getting pissed, per the story. And it still doesn't stop them. It still doesn't discourage them because they are right. Everybody has it in them. Everyone has this innate thing. And it's not magic. It's not mystical. It's just the at its bare essence just potential, mathematical potential, capability for. Thing can do this many things. However you want to pull it out, but like something about that also got me thinking about the Spanish boys, the never disparaging. I think it's because of how disparaging I get in that when I see all this shit. And I see, because I can be, I'm a pretty calm and cool cucumber a lot of the time, and a lot of times I'm not. If you get me fired up on the wrong thing still, it is still not my proudest display. Trying to put together there's a fun line from the Three Stooges. I try to think, but nothing happens. And okay, this has been another kind of ranty one, as per my usual. This is just me stretching. This is just you milling around for an hour, doing whatever you're doing during this. But I do appreciate it. If you get anything from this, terrific. I've done something. If not, well, thanks for just hearing me out, I suppose. I get heard out enough. I have people who listen to me, and maybe too many. And I think that's most of the point of whatever this thing is to let me see. What is it to? Here. To discredit myself from being taken too seriously on certain things. Maybe that is it. There'll be plenty of time for me to polish things. But right now, we are a few days out from beginning to make a big impact. We've planted a lot of seeds. They've cultivated into a lot of gardens. I don't think I used those words right. I don't think you cultivate a seed into a garden. You can cultivate land and then plant a seed into a garden. Jesus Christ, stony baloney. So one of the big tenants at my company, I shouldn't say my company, because at this point, well, thank God it's not mine. But, as I am the quote-unquote head honcho, everyone's allowed to be as crazy as me. And so, yes, there's expectations that I deliver uh, how do we call it? Deliver the actionable material, the inspectable material, where the rubber meets the road, all that shit. Like, if you look at my track record, everything I say I'm gonna do, I do. One way or the other. Well, poorly, but a lot of times, I end up with a medal for it or some award or some shit I gotta put away somewhere. I'll do the thing. And we're doing that. And it, man, I wish I were tripping over my words at this point. I'm censoring myself because there are things I would love to say right now, but I responsibly, for the sake of, the organization, I'd rather not. But let me put it to you this way. The point of that, the point of this, the point of look for Deployed from Detroit. Look for anything Who is Jenny Durden. League of Extraordinary Beings. Search for all of our weirdo shit. Go digging if you'd like to go digging. And you will find well, you'll see where we're headed. Because if you follow our fire, it will show you our path. And it's not always been pretty. But we're fighting a fight here. Our goal is that life not be so hard. So needlessly hard. That people not have their fucking necks stepped on. We're here to bully bullies. And just get people on the fucking road again. There's been this pause, this surrender in people. For ages, for decades. In the war on terror, terror won. Makes sense. You're fighting a ghost, and we don't have guns to shoot ghosts, or whatever the fuck. So this is how we actually fight that. Through community, through helping one another, through ensuring everybody's fed, clothed. Simple basic shit. Sermon on the Mount kind of stuff for you Christians who are getting ready to grease your bricks up to throw them. I know, not all of you. It's the 8-9 that really fucking make a name for the other dozen. Oh, alright, kids. I'm stoned. I got a head injury. I love you. I do. I don't have to know you. I don't have to like you. I love you. I appreciate that you're here. You're part of this. We all woke up in a fucking Blade Runner movie. And we gotta figure out what to do next.